Hey everyone, welcome back to AFTV. Welcome to Starting 11 show. It's Liverpool, it's the Carabao Cup semi-final. I'm here with the guys. How are we all doing? Woo!
Wow, that's optimistic. Yeah. Very optimistic from Shah, isn't it?
No, do you know what it is? I'm just
4-0
feeling.
already.
Don't start throwing out numbers.
Hopefully I'm celebrating like this at the end, mate.
I like it. This is why I like having you guys. There's a good engine here. The dad's in the corner. Like, really?
Man.
Like the Grumpy one, don't get too excited yet, darling.
Have you seen our squad compared to theirs? That's what I'm saying.
No,
What, have you seen the squad already?
I think I've got an idea what the Liverpool side is.
Well, we're going to talk about all that, but first,
They don't look great
when I'm
for us.
hosting, I like to do this. Let's do a round of applause for everyone. Round of applause for Charlene. Welcome.
Thank
Round of
you.
applause for LV.
Yes, LV.
And for Dan, of course, as well.
Woo! And don't forget yourself, James.
Yeah, come on.
Round of applause for James.
You're trying to
And
hold
to
yourself
everyone
up.
who's here watching as well. It's Wednesday night. It's Thursday night.
Yeah.
So used to Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
being a Tuesday,
likewise.
Wednesday
Yeah.
night. But they just thought, how can we screw the fans a little bit more? And they chucked on a Thursday night, which was sweet of them. A lot to talk about, from team news, availability, predicted 11. The 11's going to come out. We're live till 7:10, guys. I need to get your reactions immediately to the team news. We're going to pop it up on screen now, the players that are missing. In fact, actually, before I get your reaction, let's go through the players. Emil Smith-Rowe, we found out today by Charles Watts. Him and Odegaard likely unavailable, as is Tomiyasu, all because of injury. Xhaka's a doubt because of COVID, although there is a sense that he might be back today. And then Aubameyang, Pepe, Partey and El Neni, all at AFCON. That's a lot of players missing.
Oh,
Charlene.
mate, straight away I'm gutted because we've got some crucial players missing. No Emil Smith-Rowe, no Odegaard, Tomiyasu, Xhaka, Partey.
That's the whole of our squad, more or less. Done up, like.
I feel my
what's their
energy is
lineup?
just depleted right now.
We don't know. I don't know, but I mean, I think apart from Salah, Mane, Keita, I think they're all right. There was
They're
a
a
doubt about
strength.
Trent.
Funny,
But-
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
They were really struggling a
Worked
couple of
out,
days
didn't
ago,
it?
bless them.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden,
No.
boom,
Nah, they got
there it is. It's unbelievable.
Do you know what my biggest concern is? After that performance against Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
to have these players out against Liverpool,
God, man.
I'm worried.
doesn't-
I'm highly worried.
It's quite literally, I mean, the life of an Arsenal fan. That performance against City, we were talking about earlier, that performance against City, yes, we lost. Yes, there were things that we got wrong in the game, but we were all so proud of the team. Then we followed up with Forest, and we had players missing and all that. And then on the back of that, with more players missing, it's Liverpool, it's Anfield waiting for us. LV, give us your thoughts, because you were just saying to yourself there, that's most of the squad. Well,
These
not
lot,
most,
we're
but
in for a long night, innit? We're in for a very, very long night. Bro, I don't have no hopes right now, man. From the last game, we didn't play football. It didn't look like my team was playing anyway in that kit. I know it was a good cause as well, but still, just didn't look like my team. Now, we got Liverpool today. We've got untold players out, so it's just keep the dignity in it. Like, don't lose badly in it. I don't want them to lose 4, 5, 6. If we lose 2-0 and bring it back to our ground, probably we have a chance. But being realistic, I can't see a win today.
It rains, it pours. It's that kind of thing. You know, you look at, if there were areas in the squad that you feel don't lose players there because we're so fragile as it is. Tomiyasu, because we don't have confidence in our backup fullbacks, or backup right backs anyway. Like, let's say if Tierney got injured or something, obviously we hope he never does, we have a lot of faith in Tavares despite his performance against Forest. But with Tomiyasu, we don't feel that for the right backs coming in. And then we're already light in central midfield, and you're looking at Xhaka, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe. I mean,
Mate, that's a slap in the face already.
it just couldn't. I think the only other position is up front, really. Like, if we lost Lacazette, that's the only position where I've got that same fear. Whereas at centre back, at left back, in goal even, I feel more confident. Dan, how are you feeling, mate?
So I'm with LV. I'm not feeling confident tonight. I just want to make sure we're in a second leg. I don't want a 4-0 battering like we saw a couple of months ago when I went up there, right? I don't want that. Secondly, I take your points on board. For me, the two most important positions are Tomiyasu and Gabriel, because I don't want Holding and Cedric in this team, man. They ain't good enough. Yeah, but they've proven Cedric's proven since he's come here he ain't good enough, but Holding's proven, 5 years has it been now? 6 years? And we don't do anything with this guy at the back. So he can't come in. Our midfield today is all about Granit Xhaka. Can you believe we're saying that? Is Granit Xhaka going to be
can't
ready
believe
or
you're
not?
saying that.
Well,
I can't believe I'm agreeing.
You know my thoughts on this guy. I don't like him. I don't rate him. I don't want him in the team. But at the moment, we're in desperation. I don't want to see Lukonga and Patino again. We saw that didn't work. It was harsh, really, in my opinion, for them to have to do that against your debut,
Liverpool.
for full debut from Patino against Nottingham Forest. Like everyone gets their debuts. If you look back to Wilshere, Fabregas, Ramsey, they all get the debuts at Highbury or the Emirates. He gets his debut at a horrendous FA Cup. Like, that's not fair for me. So we need to be strong in that. I think with the Ødegaard and Smith Rowe injury, that could change our whole formation back to a 4-4-2, or Lacazette's got to drop into that 10, and that could be changing stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see who is actually available when we do see the team.
I think we need to discuss how it could look in a sec. We've got some comments coming in. Super chat from 58 Gods. Thank you very much for the super chat. Says, I feel this will be a heated game. Hope the players feel the fans' frustration from last week. And actually, I'll add to that, it's not just the frustration from what happened against Forest. It's the fact we've got Spurs coming up this week as well. Generally, there's a lot of tension going into this week, but also that added pressure after what happened with Jurgen Klopp and Arteta on the touchline last time. And also with the false positives and having last week called off, there's already a kind of a deep line. There's a simmer to this game already before the ball's even been kicked. You feel that, Charlene?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely forgot about that little dispute between Arteta and Jurgen Klopp. Hopefully no one don't get red carded today, including the managers.
We took the red in that game, didn't we? But yeah, I know what you mean. Like the heat in that game and that moment on the touchline just raised it a little bit, and you felt Liverpool benefited from that more than the Arsenal players. Very quickly, we're going to go around. We'll start building our 11s on the tactical pad. Very quickly, who are you hoping comes in? You've heard about all the injuries, LV. Who are you hoping comes in?
Who starts, yeah?
Yeah, anyone in particular?
Well, obviously Martinelli has to start.
Yeah.
Lacazette. But as for the... see, it's not even really the forwards I'm caring about, bro.
This is my thing.
It's more the defence side of it, like, and who's going to create. We ain't got no creators for a start, and we ain't got no defence, really. So, like, it's just a shambles, bro. I can't tell you who I want to start right now. Right now, I just hope they ain't starting a strong team. That's why I want to see what they put out. That will decide the game for me. Like, whoever they put out, then I'll know whether they're trying to kill us or not. Do you know what I mean? So
I think they're going to go strong. Let's build our 11. See what it could look like. Guys, send in your comments as well. Got them coming up. We want to know what you guys would do, because we do have a bit of an injury crisis here. Got the 11 that I think we're likely to see. I've gone for Ramsdale in goal. In fact, let's make this a little bit bigger for everyone to enjoy. Oh, that might be too big. There we go. I've gone for Ramsdale in goal. I think he'll keep him.
I agree with that as well. I would have put Ramsdale in as well.
you would have to.
Hoping he starts, yeah. We need that leadership from the
Don't
back.
want to concede 5 goals
everything
to
that,
them.
yeah,
Has to start
Ramsdale
him.
brings.
See, I think it'll be Leno.
You think we'll go for
If
Leno?
he does Leno, we're losing
Yeah,
bad
I
today,
wouldn't.
you know?
I would go Ramsdale.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but I think he's going to go Leno because he's proved consistent throughout the FA Cup and the League Cup that he plays Leno.
He has, and also Leno was pretty good against Forest, but I think this is going to be a different kettle of fish. And I also
hope
think,
so, but
you know that Ramsdale ping to Martinelli in the City game. That was a moment where I thought that's why, because Leno's a good shot stopper, but it's that ball, it's that back to front in no time. Let's go through the back four. What do you guys make of? I've gone for Chambers, White, Gabriel, Tierney. It's not bad back four.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
it's just that.
Would you guys have anything different? Obviously, we saw Cedric have a bit of a shocker against Forest.
that's what I would love to see. I don't want Cedric in this team.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd love to see. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it, what Cedric's future is? Is Cedric's future at Arsenal? There's rumours about him looking at loan moves and a move away from the club. Callum Chambers, no long-term future at Arsenal. Contract runs out in the summer. Well, is that depleted at the moment? We're going to have to select a right-back because Tomiyasu's out by one of them. Now, I thought our best right-back after Tomiyasu was probably Maitland-Niles. He's now in Rome. Yeah. So it's going to have to be Chambers for me. There's rumours that Ben White can also play there. We saw it against Norwich, but I don't think we should be changing White and Gabriel in the centre.
But then Holding would come in, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Which is why I don't want that to happen. So for me, I'd go with that, James, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about the midfield then. What do you guys think? Lukonga, Xhaka, is there any other option really?
No, we're just praying that Xhaka's available.
Yeah.
When was it reported that he had COVID?
Well, he missed the Forest game.
Forest, that was it that you missed. So I don't know how. And also, and I don't want to get into politics, but he hasn't been vaccinated. So does he have to isolate for 10 days?
Right. Well, there's that, and then didn't they announce today that for the vaccinated there was, I think
right,
it'd be cut down to 5 days. I don't know. It's all a bit complicated, guys. If you live in the UK, you understand. Yeah, we don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's a false positive because I hear there's a lot of those going around. Sorry, I couldn't resist myself. Let's have a look at the front four then. Saka, Lacazette in the 10, Martinelli and Nketiah. Now, you were talking about it more being a 4-4-2. Something like that, maybe. Dan?
I think there's an option for that. Whether they want... Listen, Lacazette's pretty much a 10 anyway. The way that we've been playing is like a little bit like Man City do without a striker. That's how kind of Lacazette has been. A little bit like that Jesus type. I wonder if Lacazette is going to be playing a lot more and because Eddie hasn't exactly been great, I feel like Eddie probably needs somebody like Laka next to him in a 4-4-2 if we're going to see a good Eddie. We're not going to see a good Eddie if he's up front on his own. So Lacazette's huge tonight. Absolutely huge for me. So I always do. I'm a bit old school, James, and I love 4-4-2. I always have. I actually loved it when we started to play a little bit more like 4-4-2 throughout the season when Aubameyang was still here playing with us. And him and Lacazette together was looking good. But I think we'll probably see a bit of both, and I think tactically on and off the ball we may see two formations tonight. Yeah,
I absolutely think so. Do we think there could be anything else? Anything different to this?
No, who else
There's
have
no
we
other
got?
options.
Pepe's out, innit?
Omar
Pepe's
Hutchinson and all them are on
AFCON.
the bench, isn't it? We haven't got anybody.
I've got two potential alternatives. Looking at that, the first thing, without changing personnel at all, I think the first thing you could see is Saka playing number 10. We saw it once or twice last season where he did well. Martinelli on the right, like he did against Man United earlier in the season. Well, I say earlier in the season, a couple of weeks ago. Nketiah on the left, where he did well in pre-season. Lacazette up front. That, for me, would be the most similar to what we've been doing over the weeks in terms of kind of roles. Saka playing in the number 10. We know Odegaard always drifts wide. Maybe Martinelli holding the width. Nketiah with that support from Tierney. I also think Nketiah has played better on the wing than up front since pre-season, the couple of games we've seen. Any chance we see that?
I think that weakens Eddie and Martinelli for me. I prefer Martinelli on the left.
Yeah.
And Eddie, I don't really see as somebody who gets involved with play. If I'm honest with you, I don't really want Nketiah playing, but he's going to have to tonight. I don't think he's good enough. So if we were to go with that, I think what you're saying there is right about the current formation that we're looking at is very similar to that.
Yeah.
But I would fancy, if we were to put somebody into that 10, I would prefer it to be Laka. Personally.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to offer one more alternative, and this time I'm bringing different players in. Pull out Chambers, we'll pull out Nketiah, and then everyone. I don't want to lose you on the first change. Tavares comes in, Cedric comes in. Now, just everyone, bear with me. What if we saw change of formation? White, Gabriel, Tierney, Tavares left wing back, Martinelli, Saka. And we go to a 3-4-3.
There's a lot more chance of that happening than the first. There's a lot more chance of that. You know, it's interesting you bring up Nuno Tavares because what is he going to do there after hooking him off after 33 minutes? Do you know what I mean? Is he now like, what's happened after that? We'll soon find out. I think a back three, Kieran Tierney definitely fits into that. 100% he can play there. I love the kid. I think he's top draw. And I don't think that, although we do miss him on the left-hand side, I don't think that Tavares has a weakness of what Kieran Tierney does going forward. I think Tierney is definitely better than him at the back in terms of a defender. So that could happen, James, to be honest with you. And I like that front three, Lacazette, Martinelli and Saka.
I really, that's my favourite team. A lot of people I tweeted about it today, a lot of people got on me about Cedric. But I actually think Cedric going forward with a bit more cover in the back three, and he has got a good delivery on him. I know we didn't see it against Forest, and he can be a little bit of an eccentric kind of maverick going forward. I wouldn't mind that, and then I would feel more reassured having that back three and let Lokonga and Xhaka try to do what they do in midfield. LV, how do you feel about 11?
Yeah, that looks great. That looks a lot better than what you did from the start still. I prefer that as well. Cedric, I don't feel him at all.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we've got to work with what we have. So that formation there works for me. I think that's more attacking. Like, we can get at them.
I'm with you, man. I think that's the best team we could put out.
The other one was sit back and wait, make them attack us.
It's got pace, it's got Cedric, Tavares, Saka, Martinelli, all feeding off Lacazette. I like that. And then you've got a really sturdy back three that I believe in there. Lokonga and Xhaka just don't have to commit too much going forward. We'll see. The 11's out any minute now. So we're going to get to your comments. We're going to have the answers to everything we've just been talking about any second. But Alex Kim has sent in a super chat saying, I don't understand why our fans keep hating on Xhaka. We need to support the guy and move on. We have pushed this for too long. Alex, I think you can understand why people are still unsure about Xhaka, but I agree, we're all supporting him tonight, absolutely. I'm pulling out my phone and the 11 is out. Thank you very much.
I haven't looked
You
at
beat
it
me
yet. I've
to
just
it.
seen like 2, but
Are we
I
ready?
was surprised. We're ready.
Sneak peeked.
Yeah, because it pops up on my screen.
In goal, Aaron Ramsdale.
Good.
Yes.
In the back four, Cedric, White, Gabriel and Tierney.
Okay.
In midfield, Lokonga and Xhaka.
Okay, Xhaka's here.
Now this front four is interesting. Saka, Lacazette, Martinelli and Nketiah.
Okay.
So he's gone for Lacazette and the 10. So
4-4-2
basically
or a 4-2-3-1.
our predicted 11
Yeah.
came through.
Yeah.
That is very, very interesting. On the bench, Leno, Holding, Mari, who's on the brink of agreeing a loan to Udinese. So we could keep him for an extra game, but we couldn't keep Maitland-Niles. Chambers, Tavares, Patino, Salah-Eddin, Hutchinson and Biereth.
Young bench, but we
He's
expected
under
that.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
Young
playing
bench,
the
we
game.
expected it, didn't we?
Nothing we could really do about the young bench. Not going to look at our.
Do you say Chambers is on the bench there?
Chambers is on the bench.
He is on the bench, okay.
Thank you very much, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Send in your comments, guys. Send in
I'm happy
your
with that
reaction.
still.
I'm
I'm going
happy
to build
with that
it
as
again on
well.
the tactical power. We'll look at it in a second. But yeah, go on. Give us your thoughts.
Well, I'm happy that Ramsdale's in goal first of all. I think we definitely needed that. Great that Gabriel's back, and thank God for Xhaka. That is my initial reaction.
I agree. We desperately needed him today.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's not much else we could have done. I'm happy with the lineup. Hopefully it's enough to get a result today.
Even a draw would do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My initial thought before I got here was thinking a draw, and I still stick with that.
Gonna have a little look for the Liverpool lineup in a sec. Dan, your thoughts on that 11?
Well, listen, it's what we expected in a way, because the first team that I would have gone for would have been very similar to that, apart from Leno, who I thought would have played in goal today. But I'm really glad, obviously, we all wanted Ramsdale to start. I think when you look at the positions that are weak, they're weak because of the players that are out. They're not weak because Arteta's put them in ahead of the rotation.
Yeah.
So I think that he's probably gone similarly to what we all thought and I kind of hoped. We all wanted Xhaka. I don't like him, but we need him right now. Yeah. Xhaka and Lokonga is better than Lokonga and Patino, and that's nothing against Patino. I think he'll be a star from what I've seen. He ain't ready, not for this. I mean, this is a huge night at Anfield for him, right? So Granit Xhaka had to come in. So there's no real shocks there, James, for me. There's no real massive shocks. I think it was obvious for me Eddie was starting because Balogun's gone on loan and there's issues with our other strikers. I think the other thing I'm really pleased about is that Saka and Martinelli are in this side, because they always give us a threat. I thought they were poor in parts against Forest, but they're always going to give us something going forward.
Yeah.
They're going to be threatening. So I don't know what the Liverpool team is. I have a bit of an inkling because someone texted me earlier and it's very strong from what he's telling me. So
Let's read it out. Alisson's in goal. Trent, Matip, Van Dijk and Robertson in the back four. We've got Henderson, Fabinho and Milner in midfield, with Jota, Firmino and Minamino in the front three.
There you go. So it's just Salah and Mane out.
Yeah.
It's
So
Salah
did you
and
say
strong,
Van
man.
Dijk?
They just got
Van
full
Dijk.
pedal.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
But they know when to do it. That's the thing. If you can see a team's weak, finish them.
Bro, they've got Salah and Mane out. Everyone else in there gets in their first team every week.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
strong
Standard.
team.
Yeah, we're in
That's
for
a
a battle
strong
today, isn't it?
I think Liverpool's recent league results, dropping points at the Bridge, dropping points at Tottenham, they've fallen away from City, and I think because of that, they're now taking this a little bit more seriously. No one can tell me Klopp loves this competition. He absolutely doesn't. You only got to look at the 11s he's put out, over the 5-6 years he's been here. But he's going strong today, and I think you're right. I think they sense that Arsenal are weak. They're a wounded animal because of the recent results, because of the players we've got unavailable. I mean, Odegaard and Smith Rowe's a massive miss, guys.
Massively.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. I mean, when you look at how exactly that. When you look at how they've been performing in the last few games, I called out Martin Odegaard. Must have been 6 games ago now, saying, "Come on, man, you got to show me some goals and assists," and he did. Smith Rowe's been then removed from that kind of first 11, but he's still coming on and scoring. So I really expected him to be starting in this game, and I don't know what's happened with him. I guess he's got a kind of an injury for a couple. I hope he's all right for Sunday, or these players are back for Sunday, because that's massive for me. But when I look at that, those two are a huge miss, to be fair. So who's going to create for us tonight? That's going to be my question mark.
But this is my thing, because in the game where we lost 4-0, Now, I'm not trying to... Actually, let's get the 11s up on screen again. Because we've got the tactical pad here. Now, where it differs from when we struggled last time we lost 4-0, you know, a couple of the players, let's highlight them in yellow. Eddie Nketiah's in for Aubameyang, but Lacazette's starting in the 10 like he did last time. Lokonga's obviously still in, and Xhaka's coming in for Partey. And then we've got Smith Rowe in for Martinelli. And then I think that was the back four. Tavares was in for Tierney.
Tommy was in, money.
And Tommy was in for Cedric. So it's five changes, but a lot of them still very similar, especially positionally. You know, Lacazette's still playing in the 10, as he did in that game. I didn't think he was too bad at Anfield last time. We just couldn't get out.
Agreed.
What's Nketiah going to... If we're looking at those players, what are they going to offer that the players that were in before last time didn't? So Tierney, maybe a bit more defensive security
100%.
than Tavares. I think that's fair. Yeah, it's fair enough. We agree.
Yeah.
Cedric over Tomiyasu. I mean, I know we're struggling here, but maybe going forward.
We would have to do, innit? Like, I can't even agree with that one there because Tommy's better than Cedric. We all know that. So it's just we're working with what we have, innit? So
He's going to be up against Jota, so he's got a real battle there.
Two out of those 5, James, for me. Tierney and Martinelli are upgrades on Tavares and potentially Martin Odegaard. But when you look at the other 3, I think they're downgrades. Cedric's a downgrade on Tomiyasu. Eddie, whether you like it or not, is a downgrade on Aubameyang.
Does he work harder though? Like, does Eddie maybe put himself about more? And maybe that is something we maybe lacked in that first game. Matip and Van Dijk had nothing to do.
He's going to prove himself today though, because he knows this is a big opportunity to prove himself. So this is it, big platform. This is
gives us energy, innit? Yeah. Gives us energy.
Eddie. I think he'll go for it today. I think it's a good start for him today.
Nketiah did well. People are going to laugh and go, it's only the Community Shield. But Liverpool went strong in that Community Shield.
Now and then. I'm not saying he's the best. And it depends when he wants to play, innit? So if he plays today, we might have a different Eddie. You never know.
It's true, because I mean, against Nottingham Forest, he didn't really
show up, did he?
He didn't show up
the
at
bigger
all.
teams.
But previous games, I mean, look at the other cup games.
Sunderland, yeah.
He really turned up. He was man of the match. He got a hat trick and everything.
And
so hopefully we sort of see that energy today.
Yeah,
and I love the way he presses forward, presses down on the keeper.
Well,
so.
Any Liverpool players that you're kind of particularly keeping your eye on today, guys?
The whole striking force. It's the whole
You've
top
looked at this
3
whole area of the pitch there.
That's crazy. We already know what type of team that is, man. That's
No, but let's be
Diogo
real.
Jota, mate. Diogo Jota's the one, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's scary this season for me. I don't really think Mane's been on fire for the last couple of seasons, maybe. This guy's come in and has killed it. And Firmino can't get in the team because of him. Obviously, Bobby Firmino is so vital to how they play football, Liverpool, in terms of their system. So he's going to be one to look at. But, you know, it's not just that front 3, you know, that midfield is a hard-working, battling midfield, yeah? Because Fabinho is class at what he does. Milner is a workhorse and always has been for the last 15 years in the Premier League. And Jordan Henderson is their captain and leader. So that's going to be, how can we dominate that? Can we dominate that? And can Lokonga and Xhaka get near him? That's going to be a question mark today. But Jota is the one for me that if you said to me who you got to watch, it's going to be their fullbacks as ever and Jota for me.
Diogo Jota. Yeah, hard to disagree with that. The thing I'll say, and I'm sure I'll be made to eat my words, when I look at that front 3 for Liverpool, Firmino's hurt Arsenal over the years, so don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to pretend I don't understand what Firmino can do. He's been quality against us for many years. But he is a downgrade on Jota being in that position. And Jota on the left is a downgrade on Mane in that position. And Minamino's a downgrade on Salah. So we are not playing Liverpool's best front 3. They're weakened in 3 positions there. And in terms of their midfield, Milner and Henderson and Fabinho, I agree, really robust, really difficult to get past. But when I look at Milner and Henderson, really, technically lacking something maybe? Can Arsenal get their foot on the ball? Dare I? I mean, guys, I know I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but can we maybe get on the ball a little bit more than them? Is that something? Charlene, help me. You're the positive one.
Elvis laughed.
He just laughed the whole way through that.
He's laughed. He's answered all of that.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's questionable. You know, on the flip side, it depends what Arsenal team turns up today. We seem to be so volatile, so inconsistent. I mean, we have days where we turn up and it's like, right, is this Arsenal? Yeah, I'm loving what I see. And other days where we're like, rah, is this the same Arsenal that we just saw in the previous match? So hopefully the team realises that we ain't in anything else this season. this is the only other
go for
competition
it.
we're in. It's either this and the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So players really need to show up today. We're at Anfield, you know, we need to get out on that pitch and really fight. Like, I want to see players playing like they want to win this cup today, you know.
Let's go through some comments, then we'll do some fun facts, because who doesn't want fun facts?
We love a fun fact.
Shreth says Liverpool are downright dirty. They just missed Salah and Mane, who are at AFCON, hoping the ref doesn't play for them today. I want Martinelli smashing 4 like Arshavin. Imagine that.
God.
I would take that. That would be bloody good. True Gunners TV says, we are in big trouble, puts big in capital letters. This game relies on Arteta's game plan and tactics to account for missing players, which means we are definitely getting slapped.
Wow.
Come on, guys.
Where's the positivity?
Dill saying no mercy from Liverpool. Only Thiago missing. That obviously we weren't expecting. D Mensa says, wild and Nketiah hate, back the boy. We've got to back the boy, but we also got to be realistic about what we've seen. Great in this tournament, but then has the level of competition been there? I was trying to make the point earlier that we played Liverpool in the Community Shield just after we won the FA Cup, just after post-lockdown and all that. And Nketiah was good in that game. He did the job. We get the goal and we win on penalty. So he's been part of an Arteta Arsenal side that have got something against Liverpool.
When we
before.
question a player, it doesn't mean we're not getting behind them and we're slating them. We're just questioning whether they can actually step up to the mark. And at the moment, Eddie Nketiah, but in my opinion, it's not quite good enough. I'd love him to score 3 today and prove me wrong. Of course I would. I'll get behind him, 100%.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, hopefully today as well he's got even more to prove, because number one, he's been asking for more game time, and if he wants to be going out on loan, well, not on loan, if he wants to be looking for another club, today is his opportunity. He's at Anfield. He needs to go out there and say, well, number one, this is why I should get a new contract at Arsenal. This is what I'm going to bring. And if he wants to be signing for another team, this is what I'm going to bring to your team. So today is a big game for him to really showcase his talent.
Clear for the... this super chat is low-key spot on, but it just makes me depressed. Says, hard to have any expectations when we have better midfielders on loan than we do at the club. Maitland-Niles, Torreira, Guendouzi, we are going to get caned. Listen, I'm not on this we're going to get caned thing, but I agree that, those are 3 midfielders that would all have easily have done a job, not only tonight, but across the season. A lot of people are saying, there we go, we've got Tomiyasu out, wouldn't Saliba have done a great job with White at right back? But listen, it's all ifs, buts and maybes, we can't always plan for this kind of stuff. Something about, Snarky says, if I'm Leno, I want out. But surely we can understand why Ramsdale's playing.
He wants Leno.
He's saying if he was Leno, he'd want out. He'd want to leave.
Okay.
Well, I think Leno does want out. Let's be honest. He doesn't want to be number 2 at Arsenal, does he? So
exactly.
I think in the summer we'll see him move on and we'll get a replacement. But Ramsdale's number 1 for sure, man. So
Leno's a great keeper.
he's been good.
Nothing against him. If he gets into a good team, good on him, innit? So
Ollie Stressing says Jota versus Cedric, with a particularly worried emoji.
That's a worry for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we just remind everyone why we're so depleted today? We've got the absentees graphic here. Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Tomiyasu, all out because of injury. Xhaka's back, so we know that. He did have COVID, but he's back, great. Aubameyang, Pepe, Partey, and then it will at AFCON. Now, we did know about it. We've known that for a long time, but we've lost 3 players in key positions, which is a shame, because I actually thought Smith Rowe was going to get some game time. He's been on the bench recently.
Do we know what the injuries are? Have you got any details on them?
Tight calf or tight groin for Smith Rowe and Tomiyasu.
I'll be tight for Sunday, I'll tell you that.
Nah,
we need them
saving them for that.
We
If
need
it's a
them
little tight groin thing, they'll be ready for that game, don't worry.
Yeah, but I really thought they'd have recovered by now.
I think today's game, it's like they know it's Anfield. Don't run the man, because they're going to go there and get, you know what I mean? I don't even want to say beaten, but I think it's obvious to see, innit? We'll know
maybe
10, 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, of course we will.
What type of game it is. That's what
Maybe
that's
5
the thing about
minutes into the game.
No, good
the thing
thing
about
LV.
Arsenal. They'll just let us know straight away, is it that or not? Within
man.
10, 15 minutes. For 2, 3, it's that we're all day there, innit? It's a long day. So
The thing is, I'd say Arteta is taking it seriously because he's got Ramsdale and goal.
Exactly.
yeah, but I think that's to not let in many goals, bro. We know we're
He let him fall last time.
Ramsdale let him fall. Was it Leno playing that game?
No,
it was actually Ramsdale.
But it weren't Ramsdale's fault.
No, of course. It can be 7 or 8. Yeah.
Just making that clear. Yeah, he conceded 4 goals, but it
up
weren't
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale's
See, I
fault.
didn't even want to believe it was him.
Yeah, that's the
Now
thing.
you just told me that. I'm like, well, it don't make a difference then, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I must question what's happened though the last few weeks, man. You've just said it there, and the super chat said it, and it was bang on. We've got Maitland-Niles, Torreira, and Guendouzi and Saliba. They all would have come in tonight and done a job. Why? Why is that happening? I don't get that. And we've done nothing in 13 days to get anybody coming in. Like, that's worrying for me. And we're happy to let Pablo Maria, although he's in the squad tonight, go on loan. There's not really any future for Maitland-Niles. It seems now that he's gone to Rome. I don't know. I need to see some players coming in. I know it takes time, but Everton and Villa are doing all right.
Yep.
You know, Newcastle are doing all right. Yeah, they've got money, but you still got to get the deals over the line, and they're doing that all right. Yeah. Rome could go and get Maitland-Niles. Why can't we go and get somebody in, man?
Yeah. Do you think we'll have anyone signed before the North London derby?
Unlikely.
Potentially. And we're going to chat about that just before the end of the stream, so stick around to the very end. Because we're going to chat about potential signings. You've got some super chats. Eric says, try Saka in the 10 behind Lacazette, Martinelli on the right and Nketiah on the left. Yeah, we did tour with that idea, but I think most of us agree it's probably not the way to go. But yeah,
they can even interchange as well, depending on how.
Maybe or try different things.
Yeah, exactly.
You might feel Martinelli needs to protect Cedric more. I don't know. You never know. Shreth says Klopp dissed AFCON, did he? His players do WWE stunts on opposition players and never get booked. Okay. I'll read the super chat, but obviously we're not agreeing with this. Club fakes COVID results. I don't think he did. And the coach can grind any spice with his teeth. He's Fergie 2.0. Hope Arsenal smash him today. Stress not happy with Liverpool and Klopp, clearly.
That's quite funny.
I don't know if he dissed AFCON. I don't know if he did. I'm not research on that. The WWE stunts, they've definitely got away with a few of these over the years. And about COVID, look, I'm not going to comment on that. We don't know. But I can understand why Arsenal fans feel...
a bit hard done by?
Hard done by, yes. Especially with the amount of fixture changes we've seen. Especially with the fact that we've seen now, obviously last week was cancelled, next week's been added to the schedule, Burnley was a Saturday move to Sunday. You know, don't get me wrong. Like,
Wolves as well, we've got to fit that in somehow, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we've still got Wolves to play.
There you go. Shall we do some fun facts, try and cheer ourselves up?
Why not?
Need you to cheer me up, James, come on.
Yeah, all right, let's try. Well, Cecil put these together, so I hope he's cheering us up.
No, that's not going to cheer me up. No, I'm joking.
Fun fact number one.
Where is Cecil?
Imagine. This is the 13th different League Cup tie between Arsenal and Liverpool, with each side winning progressing 6 times, each of the previous 12. Wow. It's the most played fixture in the history of the competition. There you go, 6-all. Who will be the undisputed League Cup?
That don't mean nothing to me.
That'll be.
I'm looking at that like, why are you giving me all this for? Like, that ain't going to change how I feel.
How optimistic is that going to make you?
That's just bare chat. You get me? We know how Liverpool play at home. That's the game we're playing today. Ain't no stacks thing going to change nothing for me.
Do you know what then? If you weren't impressed by that, I don't think this other one's going to happen.
James was looking forward to giving that fun fact, LV.
Yeah, because this is the pessimistic one coming up now.
There we go.
All right, let's go for number 2. Arsenal have never lost a home League Cup match against Liverpool. They've won 3 and drawn 3, with the last meeting between the sides at the Emirates in the competition finishing 2-1 to the Gunners in October 2009. If only we were playing at the Emirates.
Well, we will
but
be.
then is it better to have the
But that 2-1 still
leg?
don't mean nothing, because they could beat us 3 and we go home and beat them 2-1. They still go through. They still win.
No, which is why we got Ramsdale in goal.
It's another one LV's not impressed with.
Come on, this one will impress LV.
Come on, James. Third time lucky.
Let's try this. Arsenal are the highest scorers in this season's EFL Cup with 16 goals. He's walking out.
He's walking out.
To get up and go. Stop, don't even let me see that.
Let me land. While no player scored more in this season's competition than Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah scored 10 goals in 9 appearances in this competition overall. That's good.
So then
Eddie.
So it's Eddie today, yeah? So we're running with Eddie.
Eddie's the man.
You wait till Anfield. Let's see what happens tonight.
And then they show you what they do.
Jesus. See what Jota does.
Yeah. I don't have Liverpool's fun facts.
Oh, God.
I don't want them.
Do you remember the Wicked game a few years? Well, it was a long time ago now. Probably 2006, 2007. Do you remember that Wicked game? It was just like, what's it like 6-3.
6-3.
Oh my
Crazy
God.
game.
Ali Adair and
Baptista, 4
Baptista.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nuts that game.
You never know. We might get a penalty. There might be a red card. Something might go our way.
What, for us?
I hope so.
I just hope we ain't got no ref that's going to try and screw us over tonight, mate.
Did you see that? Sorry, this is off topic. Did anyone see that last night with Mariner? Did he actually think that was a penalty? against Spurs.
Oh yeah, no, that was.
I mean,
yeah, that was hilarious. I
let's-
burst out laughing. On the
Let's actually
what
get
the-
this real.
the follow-on clip.
Is he actually seriously thought that was a penalty, or did he
He's
just give
on-
it for our VAR or just sort that out? Because that's a shambles of a decision, isn't it?
I think it was something
The
like that. I
goalkeeper
think
one,
he
the
thought,
Kepa one
Yeah,
I'm
I think he
talking
thought I'll give it, and then VAR will save me. Do you know how you knew it was such a bad decision? Because after we saw like one replay, the ref was already going to the screen. Normally there's the waiting, you watch it.
He
show
told him, go
and
look
they
at
were
that.
like, listen, you've had a shocker. Go straight to that damn screen.
Yeah.
Before
and
it gets so
disallow this.
stupid,
Yeah.
I thought you was going to mention the other ref, though, who shot the game off at 85th
Oh,
minute.
don't. Did you hear this? The African nations.
Exactly,
was
thought,
quite
right,
funny.
I got a goal now. He's
There was a meme like his missus ringing up saying the dinner's on the table.
That was funny. I don't even know the rest of the name, but freaking hell.
hilarious.
That is funny. 85th minute. 85th minute.
And then he blew it again on the 89th.
And then he put it on it. He's gone, he's sacked.
I've got to say, I've had my fair share of complaining to refs, and I thought maybe I should count myself lucky.
Yeah, you know.
But, wow, that was
a shambles,
that
wasn't
was
it?
a
What, you used to be a ref as well?
No.
Oh, I was going to
No,
say.
just complaining.
Oh,
Yeah, just
oh, I
complaining
thought you was
about
going to say.
about
league
refs.
I was thinking, right,
He's
he's a
coming
ref.
to ref your game, Els.
Bloody
I've
hell.
refed once, and it's bloody hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard. So this is why I try not to complain, and I
Okay.
ultimately
It's not easy then.
do. Anyway, it's not. Guys, send any final comments, any kind of thoughts around the starting 11? We're live for another couple of minutes. Before we kind of round up, though, we need to talk transfer news, because there was a bit of an update about half an hour before we went live, coming from Chris Wheatley at Football London, which is Arsenal are working really hard to try and get Arthur Melo, Juventus, former Barcelona midfielder, in time for the North London derby. My quick thoughts: good player, very technically gifted player. I thought Barcelona make a massive mistake when they swapped him for Pjanic with Juventus. I don't think that transfer's worked massively for either side, but Juventus probably the winners of that deal. Anyone know a lot about him? Want to give their thoughts?
I mean,
insight?
I was calling him Arthur Melo, and apparently it's Arthur.
Arthur,
That's the
sorry.
first thing I didn't know, but I found that out. So I asked a bit about what he was like. Highly rated at Barcelona. Bit of a kind of an anchor of a midfielder, passing the ball forward. Bit of a Jorginho type player, is from what I've been told, attributes-wise. Very good at Barcelona, not so good at Juventus since he's gone there. But that can happen. We've seen Rabiot,
Sure.
we've seen Ramsey, we've seen other players that have tried to go at Manchester Juventus, hasn't worked out. Doesn't mean he's going to be a shocking signing. I don't know if this signing is going to be one of those stopgap signings because we're desperate, or if it's going to be actually, this could be a Martin Odegaard. This smells a little bit of Odegaard to me, that you're highly rated as a youngster, but it's not worked out for you, a bit like Martin Odegaard. Do you fancy coming and seeing what Martin Odegaard's about so we can do this with you with Arthur? So I think it's a position we need, and I think it's more of a realistic signing than somebody like a Bruno Guimaraes or Bissouma or one of those. So I can see it being more realistic than the others.
Feels to me, see, it's interesting you said that, and I want to believe that maybe there's something long term in this, but it feels to me like more of a just come and play your football for a bit and then see where because Juve aren't doing too great. Yeah, I'm interested. Any thoughts on
Is
it?
this a loan or a...
I think that we're sending a loan.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know too much about him, but we clearly need something more in midfield. So
It's a recognised name who's coming from two giants of European
top end
football.
teams, isn't it? So
Well, Messi said, I think this guy's got everything that Xavi had at his age. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to be Xavi. I don't think he will. I mean, even if he's half the player, I'll be amazed, and I'll keep him at Arsenal. So he's highly rated, James, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Barcelona was good, very good at Grêmio in Brazil, and was in the Brazilian kind of international team. He's doing very well, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. Any thoughts, Elvie?
yeah, like everyone said, let's see what happens, man. I'm not really into the loan thing.
Yeah.
See, I like players who we just buy.
No, I get
I want to
that.
buy a player. I don't want a player on loan. I want a top striker. I want a top CDM, and I want a top winger. And I keep saying it. I don't mind getting Sterling, because then we've got a Saka and a Sterling. Do you know what I mean? Another player who can drive at them, get in the box as well, nick a goal here and there in the box. I don't know, but loans, they're loud telling me that, bruv. It's hurting my ears even hearing it's a loan, because we need players. We don't need loans. We need players.
what about Odegaard though? We had him on loan and then signed him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just get him. Just long the loan thing. Just get him.
Don't you want to try before you
I don't
buy?
need no tries. No tries, no nothing. If the player's quality and we heard a lot about him, then get him in. Stop this loan thing, Carl.
Yeah.
We got Pepe on loan. Do you know what I mean? And what's he done anyway? That's a waste of money. But maybe if we'd have bought a player outright, we would probably be all right now with that player. you know what I'm saying? It's a bundle loan thing, man.
We'll see what happens because the big potential signing, if we are to pay money, is Vlahovic, and we're not going to discuss all that because nothing's really advanced. But I think everyone's
What's a player?
Yeah, Dan loves him a lot.
Yeah, he does. He was talking to me
yeah,
earlier.
I love this guy, man.
Dan loves him.
But the way he spoke about
Love this guy.
him, he's making me want to now, like, let's look into this deeper.
Scored again tonight, and everyone's
See?
really excited. The
So I
media are
rate
saying that this guy is the real deal, and
Yeah.
Arsenal are serious in trying to get him
Yeah.
in this window, and that's
Spend
not
that
something
money.
I expected. So let's see. I know for a fact he'd be starting tonight if we had it.
Remind me of his price tag as well, please.
Something like between 60 and 75 mil.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
And
something
he's
like
top
that.
end, yeah?
Will
Oh, mate,
That's what they're
ridiculous, mate. On
Yeah.
form at the moment. I think he scored something like 20 odd goals last season, or 25, I think
he
it was.
equaled Ronaldo's calendar year record
That's
for
the one.
Serie A goals.
You equal
Now, if
Cristiano
you're-
Ronaldo, man. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
if you've
any
got,
day,
yeah,
like.
if you're level Ronaldo and you play for Fiorentina,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
And it's Fiorentina, it's not even like it's the top ones. It's, they're like in there, innit? So,
Let's see what Arsenal do. Super chat from Per Eric Klaassen says, according to Norwegian newspapers, Odegaard has corona, not injured. Okay, we'll have a little look at that and we'll confirm as the watch along starts at what, 1:30, something like that. And if you want any more transfer news and rumours, obviously Robbie's chatting about it every morning. He's on Transfer Daily, bless him. He gets up every morning to do all the research, find out what's going on. We're always talking about in group chats. January in the summer is when the group chat's just going off because it's constant
non-stop.
updates, transfers, this, that. But we've got a game to focus on. Do we want to do score predictions?
Of course we do.
I'm not doing mine.
Yeah, you
I'm
go
too-
ahead
Actually,
then.
I've done one
I'll
on forever.
start.
Go on,
We've
you
got
go.
to do
we've
one,
got-
man.
Do you know I set the tone?
she's all laughing, see? When she starts like that,
Go on,
it's-
what do you go for?
it don't
I'm
mean
going to go for a 1-1 draw. I said it before.
she don't mean it. She don't mean it now.
I did mean that.
She's like giggling like
I mean,
that.
if we get a win, that'd be a
forgot
bonus.
you
We
forgot
got
the team they
Nketiah
got out, yeah?
starting.
A 1-1 with their team that they put out. Okay.
Why are you laughing at me? Look,
No,
we got
I'm
Ramsdale in goal.
Okay.
1-1.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I'm hoping. I don't think we'll get turned over today. I got faith in the team. You guys better turn up today.
2-1 to Liverpool.
Oh, man. That's
think
exactly
nice.
what I'm doing. 2-1 Liverpool, but do you know what? The reason I'll go 2-1 Liverpool as well is because I feel like we will still be in the second leg, so it won't be a disaster. If we lose 3-0, let's just forget about the league and cup and concentrate on the rest of the time to try and get into the top 4. But if we have a chance personally, if we're no more than 2-0 down or 2 goals down, but even that's going to be difficult, to be honest. So I'll go 2-1 Liverpool today.
We just need that Emirates game to be a contest. Abby?
What I would love, of course, I would love us to get a 2-1 win over Liverpool at their ground, which won't happen. So let's just be realistic and just say, yeah, we're going to lose today, but hopefully we lose 2-0, not 3-0. But my friend told me
Feels like too much.
you're getting a free. My friend said you're getting a free today, bro. Like whether you like it or not, you're gonna come back to the barbers upset. So I'm trying to just see past it, and hopefully the gods are with me. And yeah, we don't lose today. We
I
get
feel
a draw.
like 2-0 could be like, wow, that's difficult now. But 2-1, I feel like we got a chance. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
We obviously hope that we're all wrong. We hope we're all wrong.
That
So
Well, I
something
don't hope
happens.
I'm wrong. I'll take a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I'll take the 1-1.
we'll
That's
take
the
that.
most positive of the
Cool.
lot, innit?
Arsenal can seek something. All right, guys, we're going to round it off there. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Starting 11 and Predictions show. You've seen the potential 11s we went through. We now have the actual 11. Go check it out. We're going to be live at 15 minutes before kick-off. Turkish will be here with the guys. Come on, Arsenal. Get this over the line. I'll chat to you at half-time and then at full-time as well. See you later.